California wants to send a tax bill to its richest residents not for their income, not for their property, but for their entire fortune. The state's billionaires could be next. But how do you actually put a price tag on a private empire that's never been sold? The proposals vary, but the boldest one, Assembly Bill 259, would impose an annual 1% tax on wealth over $50 million, rising to 1.5% for anyone worth over $1 billion. Supporters estimate it could raise more than $21 billion a year for healthcare, education, and public services. First, you have to count them. California has more billionaires than any other state, somewhere between 186 and 200 residents. The tax would apply to worldwide assets, not just California holdings. And to stop the mega-rich from packing up and moving to Nevada or Florida, some proposals include retroactive snapshot dates. If you were a California resident on the right day, you owe the tax even after you leave. Now the hard part. How do you value a billion-dollar fortune? Public stocks like Apple or Google are easy. Check the share price. But what about a massive private company? One proposed formula values it at book value plus 7.5 times average annual profit over 3 years. Critics say that wildly overvalues businesses by ignoring risk and market conditions, and carve-outs make it messier. Some bills exclude directly held real estate but tax it when held through business entities. Even when valuation is settled, billionaires don't have hundreds of millions sitting in checking accounts. Most of their wealth is illiquid, locked inside the businesses they built. So workable proposals offer payment options. Pay it all at once or spread it over 5 annual installments. But the installments aren't free. A deferral charge, basically interest, gets added each year to push payments sooner. Then comes the courtroom. Any wealth tax in California has to deal with Proposition 13, which strictly limits property taxes. So supporters try to frame it not as a property tax, but as a one-time excise tax on the activity of holding extreme wealth. Whether the courts accept that reframing is a massive open question. Any version that passes would trigger years of constitutional litigation. A California billionaire tax is one of the most ambitious tax proposals in modern American history. The core tension is between a simple goal, making the ultra-wealthy contribute more, and the complex reality of execution. The debates over who to tax, how to value fortunes, and the legality of the whole structure will define this battle for years. Is this a clever way to fund public needs, or a logistical nightmare that drives wealth out of the state? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more.